do you think? Hi, buddy. Hey guys, before I even start this video, I need to apologize. I've been having some major issues with my computer. It's been so frustrating. A lot of you have heard me say a few things here and there, but what's basically been happening, I've had 2 viruses, big viruses on my computer, and they've been just a mess to get rid of, and they affected other things, and it's just like, it's a virus, it grows, and it gets into all these places in your computer, and it especially got into my photo gallery and movie maker program. So I'll be editing a video and the video is right there, and all of a sudden it just disappears, and then all that footage is gone that I spent hours setting up and filming and talking about. So it's been frustrating, but everything seems to be fixed now. So my next video should be 100% all there. But today there were a few things that you're gonna see here in just a minute that are missing. That they were just time-lapse examples. All the information is there, the information on how to do a time-lapse, and so you'll get all of that. And that's what this video is for. It's for everybody. Even if you just have a point-and-shoot, simple, cheap camera, you can still do a time-lapse video. They're so cool to make for anything. Even if you're not making YouTube videos, you know, making a video of a birthday or a party or a family get-together or anything. Time-lapse videos are really cool to make, and I'm going to show you how to do it. You do need a movie maker program, and like mine, my movie maker program is Windows Movie Maker. It's free, and it's so easy to use. So today I'm only going to show about the time-lapse, but here in the next few weeks I'm going to go through other parts of the Movie Maker program to show you how to use it, how to edit videos, and make it simple for you. I was overwhelmed when I first started it, but after you do it a couple times it gets a lot simpler. So hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you try out the time-lapse in your next video or in the future here, and send me a link if you make a video to show me what you've done. So, alright, hope you enjoy this and have a great day. So, with that said, I'm going to show you how I do my time-lapses. Yeah, I'm going to show you my setup here first. When I do time-lapses inside the house, it's a lot different than doing it outside when I'm doing the cloud formation time-lapses. When I'm in the house, my house is so dark. The lighting is absolutely horrible in here. Lighting is very important. The time-lapse that you're going to see here in a little bit, this is how I have it set up. And I usually do my time-lapses in the house here in the kitchen. I've got semi-decent, it's a fluorescent light, but it's brighter in this room than anywhere in the house because I've got this window with some natural light coming in. The rest of my house is so dark. If you look down there, that's how bright my house is. It's dark. So taking pictures is just horrible in here. So I always have to set up secondary lighting when I'm doing pictures or filming in the house. So first of all, I'm doing a time-lapse. I always use a tripod. So I've got a tripod. This tripod here cost $5. It's not a bad tripod. I found it at a garage sale. It works great. Instead of spending, I don't even know how much a tripod is, probably, who knows, 25, 30, 40, 50 bucks, or probably even more. But this tripod does all kinds of things. I can set it at different angles. I've got my camera mounted to it. I can tilt it up, tilt it down, sideways. I can flip the camera to make it go over that way and tilt it. The legs all extend, or I can, like on this one, I have this leg and this leg completely extended, and the front leg is only halfway extended because I needed the camera to be facing down over the object that I'm going to be filming. So, and then my lighting, not professional lighting. I made this about 10 years ago, this contraption, and hey, it works. But I've got a little thing here that I can unscrew, and then I can raise it up. I can raise it up pretty high because of that. It goes up there, so yeah, it's pretty tall. But for this one, I'm leaving it down low. Tighten it back up. Okay, and these are just floodlights. So I keep them back a little way so they don't drown out my object with light. I also have, I also have my desk lamp here. Once again, not a professional light, but hey, it works. My object is nicely lit, and yeah, that's my setup. I always have tape with me. Like, for example, this light here is just precariously resting on top of this box. So I've got my tape to secure it so it's not going to fall down on whatever I'm filming. I've got the wire taped so it doesn't fall off of there also. Got my mess of cords down there. But yeah, when I'm ready to film, turn on my camera. Oops. Okay, and then I'll have to have my object centered. I've already got it preset basically and aimed, but you can see I've got it set. And this camera is going to stay perfectly still because it's on the tripod, and that's what you want for a time lapse. And then when I'm ready to film, basically hit the record button and it's recording. And right now I'm going to do a time lapse of I thought it would be cool to do the wax melter. We've got these little wax melters. You put a candle underneath, and these things smell so good. We use the Scentsy candles, or waxes, and they smell really good. But I'm going to break up these chunks and cut all this up and break it up and put them all in there in big pieces, and then so we're going to see what happens with this wax melter one right now. Okay, that one went pretty well. It took about almost 30 minutes to melt the wax in that one. I sped up 32 times or 64 times. I think 32 times to get it to just like around 30 seconds or so. Alright, I'm going to take you outside now and show you how I set it up for a sky time lapse. Okay, we're outside now, and I'm going to show you how I set my camera up to do time lapses outside. It's great because you don't have to set lights up. You have natural light from the sun, and it's a whole lot easier. The only thing that's harder for me is the camera is outside. I turn it on, I go back inside, I'm working in the house, and I forget about my camera because, like I said, I have to come back out every 7 minutes and turn it off and turn it on. So yeah, if you have a camera that won't continuously film, then you're gonna have to keep turning it back on. So yeah, let me show you how this works. Okay, we've got some pretty cool clouds, but they're not even really moving at all today, but I'm just here to show you how I do this. It's on my tripod. I don't need to have it all jacked up and extended all the way up, but you want to make sure it's stable. You want to make sure your legs are all the way out so it's stable. The other day when I was filming, it was so windy. I was so worried the tripod was going to blow over, so I actually braced the legs with different things so it wouldn't fall over. So anyway, I'm going to turn my camera on. And it might be difficult to see. Okay. And since I've got this adjustment, I can tilt it up or down, or I've got a little knob right here that I can loosen and the camera will turn that way. I can go up, down, point it whichever way I want. So after you do that though, you want to tighten everything back up because you don't want the camera to move. Once everything's tightened, I always check all the knobs to make sure they're tight. Here's another thing. This is a pain in the ass. Your lens cover. It's on a string. If the wind's blowing, you'll hear this all the time. And for time-lapse, for me, it's not a big problem because I put music over it. But if you're doing things and filming outside where you're not gonna, where you're going to have sound, you wanna, I don't know, sometimes I do this and tape it up in here underneath so it doesn't move around, but it can be annoying if the wind's blowing. So yeah, that's how I do it outside. Now I'm going to show you how I take footage off of the camera, put it on the computer, and I'll take you into my movie making program and show you how I edit. Alright, I'm doing this part assuming that you guys can get your pictures transferred from your camera to your computer. So I'm not going to go through all that. If you do need help with that, just let me know. But I've got 4 clips here of my sky time-lapse, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 30 minutes of footage, so I'm going to show you how I load them onto my Windows Movie Maker program. So what I'm going to do is X out of here. Okay, I'm going to go down here to the little Windows icon, click on that. And then I'm going to go up to my Movie Maker program. Click on it, and my Movie Maker program comes up. The Windows Movie Maker program it's very good, I think. Alright, right here is the screen where you can watch your video as you edit it. I'm going to show you how to upload clips. And you go right here to add videos and photos. Click on that. When you do that, well, actually, when you do that, your picture albums will come up. I had this already up, so these 4 pictures of the time-lapse came up. To add them into the Movie Maker program, just double click. And you can see it added it on. Sometimes it takes a little time to load, but this one loaded really fast. So I've got 7 minutes basically of footage just from that clip. I'm going to go ahead and add the next 3. So I'll go to the second one, download it. That downloaded fast. Add my third one. And add my 4th one. Okay, so I have all 4 clips now on my Movie Maker program, which is 29 minutes and 42 seconds long. One thing that's very important to do, and I try to remember this, although sometimes I forget and I lose an entire movie even after I've spent an hour or 2 editing it, is I forget to save it. So after I add some clips and do some editing, I will go to File, Save Project As. I save them under Videos, and then I'll name it here. Cool Sky. Time-lapse. Okay, and then you save it. Oh, it already exists, so... But yeah, you always want to save your project in process so that in case anything happens with your computer, that you have that project saved. Alright, I've got all my clips loaded. They're all here on this right side. And right here, if I were to press play right there, the movie would play. And as the movie plays, you would see this black bar right here. Right there. As it plays, that black bar moves. So I'm making it go faster so those clouds are moving. You can also see all of your clips by scrolling down, back up. Also, you see these little white and black boxes. That's the beginning of a clip, and if I scroll down, I can find the end of that first clip that I filmed, and then the beginning of the next one starts here. Okay, so I'm going to go to this first clip, make sure my black bar up here is on that first clip. I'm going to go up to Edit, click Edit, and you see your speed right there. It's at just normal speed, regular speed. I'm going to speed it up to 64 times the speed. Now, when I click on that, you'll see this first clip shrink. I just clicked on it. That whole first clip that was many rows long is now only into one box here. And now that clip is only 6.52 seconds long. So it went from like 6 minutes and something to 6 seconds. So now I'm going to click on this second clip and bring that little black bar over here to the second clip. Go back up to the speed, down to 64 times, and you see that one reduced. So I'll do that to all of these. 64. And the last clip. 64. Okay, now you see this side of the screen is basically empty because I reduced those clips. Each one, let's see here. Now my movie went from 29 minutes to 27 seconds. Okay, so now you've got your movie sped up. Now I want to add music to it. Okay, to add music, we're in Edit, so we have to go back to the home on Movie Maker, where we first added our video clips. Right next to that, you'll see Add Music. And look down. I've downloaded some music, so I'm going to add music from my PC. And go to Downloads, where I downloaded them. And I am going to, let's see here, Groovy Hip Hops. Double click. Now you'll see there's a green line under the movie clips right here, and that's my music. it's added. Now I could start this music at any point in the video. I could make it start here, here, end early if I wanted to add something else or something, but I want this music to play for the whole time lapse, so I'm just going to leave it. Now we want to save the movie. So we're going to go over here to save movie. And I always just do recommended for this project. Once again, we'll save it to videos. It's already named, I already named it. Save. Now this takes a little bit of time, and you can watch the progress. It'll tell you. This movie, it's pretty short, so it'll probably take about 5 minutes to save. Okay, now the movie is saved. You can see it says you can play your video file or open in a folder. It's saved, so I'm going to play it. Let's see here. And that's it. That's how you edit a sky lapse, sky time lapse. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm not a professional, but this is just what I've learned on my own so far. And I try to learn more every day about how to do different effects with my videos and adding music and sound effects and the time lapses. I love doing the time lapses, so you'll probably see a lot of those in my videos as we continue this journey. But I hope some of this was helpful, and also to help you realize that you don't need the best equipment in the world to do effects and time lapses. My camera's not expensive. It does shut off every 8 minutes, and yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I just remember and I go out every 7 minutes, turn my camera off, turn it back on, and it works. So I hope this helped a little bit. If you have any questions at all, please send me a message, and if I can answer it, I definitely will, or try to point you in the right direction. So hope you enjoyed this today. And every time I figure out how to do a new effect, I'll try and make a video if you would like me to. So let me know in the comments about that too if you want to see. But yeah, anybody can make videos. You can do it. And try it. Don't let anything stop you. If you want to do something, go for it. Alright, I will see you soon. Have a great day.